All right, so the point slope form. This is really quick, guys. We talked about the formula for slope, and the formula for slope is the change in y over the change in x, right? Our rise over our run. I can rearrange this formula like this, and the way I do that is I multiply both sides by x2 minus x1. And by multiplying that, that gets rid of this bottom part here, and it puts the x2 minus x1 next to the slope, and then I just flip the sides. So I want you to take a minute, and I want you to see if you can do that. I want to make sure that you can take this formula here and rearrange it into this form. Now, this form is called the point slope form, and this is very useful if you don't have b. If I don't give you the y-intercept, then you're going to need to use the point slope form. So for example, if you're given that a line has a slope of 5 and it runs through the point 4, 2, you would use this form up here and say, okay, well, the slope m has to be 5, so you're going to write 5 instead of writing m. And since it runs through the point 4, 2, and this is x1 and this is y1, we're going to write 5. And then over here we're going to write times x, because x2 we don't know, minus x1. So I'm minusing 4. Okay, so notice this is positive 4, and so this ends up being x minus 4. And so then the y1 over here, we have y2 minus 1, so this side becomes y minus 2. Positive 2 ends up minus 2. So by being given the slope and one point that runs through it, we can indeed come up with a point slope form, and that would be the answer for this. And you can rearrange this into the intercept, the slope intercept form, but this is what you would be wanting to get for your answer. But you can also go in reverse. So if I give you something like this, you need to be able to look at that and see that this is the point slope form. And so we have y minus 1 equals negative 4 times x plus 4. So the first question is, what's the slope? Well, the slope here is going to be right here in front, and so the slope is negative 4. And what point will this line run through? Well, we need to look at this number here and this number here. So we know that the y number, because this is minus y1, the y number is going to be 1, so that's why I have my 1. And my x number here is going to be negative 4. Now, why is that negative 4, not positive 4? Well, remember that this second part up here is x minus x1. All right, x2 minus x1. So, and what we have written here is x plus 4. So we have to rewrite this as an x minus. So how do we get the same thing as x plus 4? That is the same thing as saying x minus a negative 4. So it is negative 4 that goes into your point. So the point that it crosses is negative 4, 1. All right, so in a nutshell, this is 8-4. Good luck. If you have questions, make sure you ask me.